and fruitful economic and trade cooperation. Nigeria is China's second largest trading partner in Africa, and China is Nigeria's largest source of imports. At the just concluded the fourth plenary session of 20th Central Committee of Communist Party of China, it was stated that we should promote high-standard opening up and create new horizons for mutual beneficial cooperation. Today, the 18th China Commodities Expo-Nigeria is about to be grandly opened, and it is hoped that it can make use of this platform to give more Sino-African enterprises a broader direction for the cooperation. First, I would like to extend my warm welcome and hearty gratitude to you. Please allow me to introduce the leaders and guests attending today's ceremony. The Chinese guests at this opening ceremony include Ms. Yan Yongqing, Consul General of the Consulate General of the People's Republic of China in Lagos, Mr. Wang Deyang, Deputy Director of Trade Development Bureau of Ministry of Commerce, People's Republic in China, Mr. Hu Jieguo, Secretary General of the China Peace Unification Promotion Association for West Africa and Nigeria, Ms. Zhou Jun, President of the Nigerian Chinese and Overseas Chinese Women's Association, Ms. Han Wei, General Manager of Shandong Brightway International Exhibition Company Limited. The Nigerian guests at this opening ceremony include His Excellency Mr. Babajide Olusula Sanwo-Olu, Governor of Lagos State, represented by Ms. Folashade Baja Ambrose, Honorable Commissioner, Lagos State, Ministry of Commerce, Cooperative, Trade and Investment. Engineer Dr. Jani Ibrahim, President of National Association of Chamber of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture. Represented by Asuju, Dr. Michael Olawalu Colley. Mr. Aurelie Benedict, the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor of Ondo State of Youth in Power and Job Creation. Dr. Alubami Colley Dawadu, State Manager, representing the Director General, Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency of Nigeria. Laini Oshiyami, President, Ogun State Chamber of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture. We also welcome representatives from various Nigerian industry associations and chambers of commerce, suppliers of quality products from China. Let's put our hands together to welcome all the guests and friends. Please welcome Ms. Yan Yongqing, Consul General of the Consulate General of the People's Republic of China in Lagos, deliver a speech to us.
Hello, okay. So distinguished Mr. Babajide Olusalu Sanwo-Olu, Governor of Lagos State, represented by Mrs. Folashade, the Honorable Commissioner, Lagos State, Ministry of Commerce, Cooperative Trade and Investment. Maybe she's on the way. Dr. Jani Ibrahim, President of NASIMA, represented by Dr. Asiwaju Michal Olawale Colley. Mr. Leon Nii Oshiemi, President Ogun SIMA. Dr. Olubami Colley Dawodu, State Manager, representing the Director General SMIDAN, and also the representative for NASIMA. Mr. Wang Deyang, Deputy Director General of Trade Department of Ministry of Commerce of China. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, good morning. I'm General Counsel of China in Lagos. And Nigeria people, you can call me Ayo, Uchi, Fatima. I love Nigeria. I love Lagos. So today, we are very pleased to gather here to witness the grand opening of China brand Commodity Expo-Nigeria 2025. On behalf of the Consulate General of China in Lagos, I'd like to express our sincere gratitude to the government of Nigeria, especially government of Lagos State and Ogun State, and our partners for your strong support and extend a warm welcome to all participants from the industrial and commercial sectors of both countries. In my memory, every November, businessmen from all over the world gather in Lagos, Nigeria, and Guangzhou or Shanghai, China, to attend Lagos trade fairs, especially China Brand Commodity Expo, as well as the Guangdong Fair and the China International Import Expo. Moreover, the number of attendees and the transaction volume have been increasing year by year. Just yesterday, the Speaker of the Nigeria House of Representatives, Mr. Tajudeen Abbas, attended the China International Import Expo in Shanghai, where he met with Chinese Premier Li Qiang. The two sides had in-depth discussions on further strengthening our comprehensive strategic partnership and reached many consensus. So today's exhibition brings together high-quality Chinese commodities and technologies. It is not only a microcosm of China-Nigeria economic and trade cooperation, but also an important platform for our two countries to share development opportunities. We hope the exhibition will serve as a bridge to convey confidence in cooperation. China always adheres to the principle of extensive consultation and joint contribution for shared benefits. We are willing to join hands with Nigeria to deepen practical cooperation and inject new momentum into the stability of the global industrial chain. 2 weeks ago, the fourth plenary session of the 20th Central Committee of the CPC concluded. It clearly stated that China will steadfastly advance high standard opening up and comprehensive promote the great rejuvenation of the Chinese nation through high quality development. The most significant achievement of the plenary session was the review and adoption of the 15th five-year plan, which will further expand market access, optimize the business environment, and promote the high-quality development of the Belt and Road Initiative to a new level. China is willing to share the dividends of development with Nigeria, deepen cooperation in areas such as the digital economy, green energy and infrastructure, and support the construction of the Africa Continental Free Trade Zone. This year marks the 25th anniversary of the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation and the 54th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between China and Nigeria. Our bilateral economic and trade cooperation has yielded fruitful results. According to statistics from China customers, the bilateral trade between China and Africa in 2024 reached approximately $295.6 billion US dollars, a year-on-year increase of 4.8%. China has remained Africa's largest trading partner for 16 consecutive years. The bilateral trade volume between China and Nigeria reached nearly 21.9 billion US dollars, accounting for about 8% of China-Africa trade. China has consistently ranked as Nigeria's largest project contractor and a major source of investment for many years. From the Lagos-Ibadan Railway and Lagos Light Rail to the Lekki Deep Sea Port, from cooperation in digital communication technology to agricultural modernization demonstration projects. China-Nigeria cooperation has always been people-oriented, injecting strong momentum into Nigeria's economic and social development. In the future, China and Nigeria are expected to continue deepening cooperation in more fields. First, industrial capacity alignment, promoting more China smart manufacturing to support Nigeria's industrialization process. Second, green transformation, creating demonstration projects in new energy, ecological, agricultural, and other fields. Third, people-to-people exchange and cultural connectivity, expanding exchange in education, cultural, science, technology, media to further consolidate the public support for bilateral relations. We firmly believe that under the strategic guidance of the heads of our two countries, China-Nigeria Belt and Road Cooperation will surely become a model for South-South cooperation. So lastly, I wish this Expo a complete success. May it become a bridge of friendship and a bond of cooperation between China and Nigeria. May the comprehensive strategic partnership between our two countries be enduring and benefit the people of both nations. Thank you all. 谢谢大家。
Thank you, Ms. Yan Yuqing, Consul General, for your wonderful speech. Next, before the next agenda, I would like to recognize several special guests. Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Commerce, Cooperative Trade and Investment, Mr. Babatunde Onibanju, Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Commerce, Cooperatives, Trade and Investment, Ms. Huma Ajaju.刚刚报的不是，刚刚报的不是，刚刚报的不是。现在先报他们，不是这个，报个名。Welcome, Miss Excellency, Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, Governor of Lagos State, represented by Ms. Folashade Bada Ambrose, Honorable Commissioner, Lagos State Ministry of Commerce, Cooperative Trade and Investment. Welcome. And next, please invite Mr. Wang Deyang, Deputy Director, General of Trade Development Bureau of Ministry of Commerce, People's Republic of China, to make a speech.
尊敬的严宇清总领事，尊敬的弗拉萨德·安布罗斯·梅德贝姆厅长，尊敬的各位嘉宾、女士们、先生们、朋友们，大家上午好。有人吗？来，这个。
Dear Ms. Yan Yuqing, Consul General, dear Ms. Flashadi Ambrose Medibam, Honorable Commissioner, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, friends, good morning.
我代表中国商务部外贸发展局，欢迎大家莅临本次中国品牌商品尼日利亚展，感谢中国驻拉各斯总领馆、拉各斯州政府以及尼日利亚各商协会和各位参展企业长期以来对展会的大力支持。
Good morning. On behalf of the Foreign Trade Development Bureau of the Ministry of Commerce of China, I would like to welcome all of you to the 2025 China Commodities Expo-Nigeria. Thank you to come the Chinese Consulate General in Lagos, the Lagos State Government, as well as various business associations and participating enterprises in Nigeria for your long-term support for the brand exhibition.
中国和尼日利亚同为发展中大国，距离遥远，但友谊与合作基础深厚。关系尼日利亚人民福祉的道路、石油化工、农业机械等领域有中国企业的努力与贡献。尼日利亚盛产的芝麻、可可早已进入中国人民的餐桌。在今天在上海开幕的中国国际进口博览会上，尼日利亚作为主宾国，将向世界展示自己的发展成就。今年1到9月，根据中国海关统计，中国和尼日利亚双边贸易额已经达到了200亿美元，同比增长了32.6%，展现出了巨大的合作活力。
Both China and Nigeria are developing major countries with a long distance between them. Our foundation in areas such as the path of improving the well-being of Nigerian people, oil refining, and agricultural machinery, Chinese, Nigerian, semi, and cocoa have already entered the dining table of Chinese people. At the China International Expo Nigeria held in China International Import Expo held in Shanghai today, Nigeria, as a guest of honor, will further showcase its development achievements to the world. From January to September this year, bilateral trade volume has reached $20 billion with a year-on-year growth of 32.6%, demonstrating great validity.
今天在这里举行的展览，是我们进一步推动中尼企业开展经贸交流与合作，抢抓区域发展机遇的具体行动。本届展览由中国商务部主办，总展览面积超过3000平米，来自中国山东、福建、湖南、江西等地的70余家中国优质企业来参展，展品涵盖了智能重工机械、高效农业设备、绿色建材、车辆及零配件、新能源、新材料等多个领域。希望本届展会能为两国企业带来更多商机。
The China Commodities Expo-Nigeria that opened today is a central action taken by us to further promote economic and trade exchanges and cooperation between Chinese and Nigerian enterprises and seize the regional development opportunities. This exhibition is hosted by the Ministry of Commerce of China. The exhibition area is approximately 30,000 square meters, gathering over 30 high-quality Chinese enterprises from places like Shandong, Fujian, Hunan, and Jiangxi. The exhibits cover multiple fields such as intelligence, heavy machine, efficient agricultural equipment, green building materials, vehicles and spare parts, new energy and new materials. We hope that this exhibition will bring more business opportunities to the enterprises of both countries.
中国商务部外贸发展局作为中国官方贸易促进机构，愿与尼日利亚朋友一道，为深化中尼经贸合作搭建平台做出更多贡献。
The Trade Development Bureau of Ministry of Commerce, as the official trade promotion agency of China, is willing to work with all parties to build a platform for deepening economic and trade cooperation between China and Nigeria and make contributes.
最后，衷心预祝2025中国品牌商品尼日利亚展取得圆满成功，祝愿各位嘉宾、各位朋友满载商机，成果丰硕。谢谢大家。
Finally, I sincerely wish the 2025 China Commodities Expo-Nigeria a complete success. I also wish all the guests and friends abundant business opportunities and fruitful results. Thank you.
谢谢。
Thank you for your wonderful speech. Next, please welcome Dr. Olubomi Koli-Dewaju, State Manager, representing the Director General Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency of Nigeria, to deliver a speech.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I bring you greetings from the Director General, Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency of Nigeria, Dr. Charles Odi, who coincidentally is on his way back from China as we speak, and would have loved to be here, but he would want me to, do a bit of justice to this speech today. So from now, you'll hear Dr. Charles Odi's voice in my own voice. Thank you. His Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, ably represented by the Honorable Commissioner for Commerce, Cooperative Trade and Investment, Dr. Folashade Ambrose Medebem, the Consulate General of the People's Republic of China in Lagos, Ms. Yan Yoking, Mr. Wang Dian, Deputy Director of Trade Development Bureau of the Ministry of Commerce, Asiwaju Dr. Lawali Cole, representing Nasima President, also my own father, Mr. Lion Oshiemi, the Ogosima President, distinguished guests, captains of industries, fellow policymakers, and entrepreneurs. I stand before you today at this historic gathering, the 2025 China Commodities Expo-Nigeria. This is a moment of tremendous opportunity for the lifeblood of our economy, Nigeria's small businesses. The small business reality. The small and medium enterprises are not merely businesses in Nigeria. They are the backbone of our nation's economic survival. They account for 96% of all businesses and contribute 50% of the GDP. They employ millions of Nigerians, our brothers and sisters, sons and daughters, who woke up every day with the determination to build something meaningful from nothing. But let us be honest about the challenges. Access to affordable capital remains a dream deferred. infrastructure deficit force entrepreneurs to become their own power companies and logistics providers. The cost of production often exceeds regional competitions, and access to quality, affordable raw materials and equipment remains a significant barrier to growth. This is where the China Commodity Expo becomes not just an exhibition, but a gateway to transformation. China's remarkable journey from an agrarian economy to the world's manufacturing powerhouse hold lessons and opportunities for Nigerian small business ecosystem. This expo represents more than trade. It represents access for MSMEs, access to affordable machineries that can multiply productivity, access to raw materials at competitive prices, access to technology that can leapfrog traditional barriers, access to partnership that can open new markets. Over the next 3 days, our expectation is that this venue will transform into marketplace of possibilities. Government representatives, industry leaders, and top manufacturers all under one roof, fostering collaboration, innovation, and opportunities for mutual prosperity is the goal. The theme, building strong partnership to trade and growth, is not mere rhetoric. It is a roadmap for what we can achieve together. Nigeria entrepreneurs' expectations are as follows: explore quality products, strengthen business ties, shape the future of trade, and then strategic imperatives. However, let me be clear, opportunities alone does not guarantee development. We must approach this partnership strategically. First, we must prioritize technology transfer, not just technology purchase. Our small businesses need not just machines, but the knowledge to maintain, repair, and eventually improve upon them. Second, we must demand fair financing mechanism. Access to Chinese commodity must be matched with accessible payment structure that recognize the cash flow reality of small enterprises. Third, we must insist on quality standard. Cheap should not mean substandard. Nigerian entrepreneurs deserve products that will serve them for years, not months. Fourth, we must build local capacity. Every partnership should include provision for training Nigerian technicians, creating local service networks, and then ultimately establishing assembly of manufacturing facilities on Nigerian soil. Our call to action is that to small business owners here today, and those who will join us over the next 3 days, the entry is free. There is no barrier to our participation except your own hesitation. Be bold in your engagement. Ask questions. Negotiate firmly. Seek partnership, not just purchases. Your success in Nigeria is success. Your success in Nigeria is Nigeria's success. Come with your business card, your product samples, your questions, your visions. From 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. here daily, this space is yours to explore. Connect and build the future you envision for your enterprise. To our Chinese partners, see beyond the immediate transaction. The entrepreneurs you empower today become the distributors, the partners, the advocates of Chinese products tomorrow. Invest in relationship, not just sales. To our government representatives, create the enabling environment. Simply import procedures for business equipment. Provide tax incentives for technology acquisition, and establish financing windows, especially for SMEs engaging in productive partnership. Our practical steps include, let me encourage every small business owners to take these concrete steps. Today and tomorrow, walk this exhibition floor with purpose. Identify at least 5 suppliers whose products align with your business needs. Secondly, collect detailed product catalogs and pricing. Don't just admire the product. Get the numbers, understand the terms, and compare options. Exchange contact information and schedule follow-up meetings. The expo ends on Friday, but your partnership should extend far beyond that. Attend the seminar and workshops that will run throughout these 3 days. Knowledge is as valuable as a product on display. Network with fellow Nigerian entrepreneurs. Some of these best partnerships are forged between patriots who meet at the events like this. The vision ahead. Imagine a Nigeria where small business owners in any state can access world-class equipment without traveling abroad, where made in Nigeria products compete globally, not just on creativity, but on quality and prices, where our young people see entrepreneurship as not as a last resort, but as a valuable path to prosperity. This expo happening right here, right now, over these 3 days, can be catalyst for that transformation, but only if we seize the moment with both hands. The question before us is not where China has commodity to offer. The question is whether we have the collective will to transform this access into sustainable development for Nigerian small business ecosystem. Let these 3 days mark not just an exchange of goods, but the beginning of a new chapter in Nigeria entrepreneurial story. A chapter written by empowered small businesses equipped with the tool that they need to support by partnership that respects their dignity and driven by the unshakable Nigerian spirit of resilience and innovation. The doors are open. Entry is free. The opportunities are real. The time is now. Thank you, and may this partnership yield abundant fruits for all stakeholders, but especially for the millions of Nigerians who dare to dream and build. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your wonderful speech. Next, I would like to recognize several special guests. Abdul Ram Timtu, Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Commerce, Tourism and Industry, Zamfara State. Representing the Governor of Zamfara State. Hadu Bello Eka, Director of Commerce, Ministry of Commerce, Zamfara State. President Lagos State Cooperative Federation, represented by Mr. Ayuba Ogun Sanyu. And next, please welcome Loinai Oshiyami, President Ogun State Chamber of Commerce, Industry, Mines, and Agriculture, to make a speech.
Good morning, everybody. Standing on the existing protocol, the Governor of Lagos State, ably represented by the Commissioner for Industry, Trade and Investment, Dr. Folashade, the National President of NASIMA, ably represented by the First Deputy President of NASIMA, Ashwaju Kol, the High Commissioner for the Chinese in Lagos, Ms. Wang, and the organizer of this event. On behalf of the Executive Council and the entire member of Ogun State Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture, Ogun Sima, I thank you and rejoice with Brightway International Exhibition Company Limited, Shandong, China, for organizing the 2025 edition of the China Commodities Expo 2025. Today's event is a clear demonstration of Brightway International Exhibition Company Limited in providing a unique platform for companies to increase brand success through engagement and meaningful interaction. Over the years, the relationship between China and Nigeria has grown stronger through shared interest in commerce, technology, and industrial development. The exhibition further strengthens the bond by providing an avenue for direct interaction between Chinese and Nigerian entrepreneurs, investors, and innovators. This event is not just an exhibition, it is a marketplace of opportunities where ideas meet investment and collaboration gives birth to progress. It allows Nigerian businesses to explore modern technologies and industrial solutions from China, while Chinese investors can discover the vast potential and rich resources that Ogun State, Nigeria proudly offers. The China Commodities Expo will also foster international cooperation, ideas, businesses together. The Chamber is therefore further committed to the collaboration and robust working relationship, as we are confident that the Expo will deeply impact on all participants as they take advantage of the interaction and networking opportunities with stakeholders at the event. It is my belief that this Expo is not just an Expo, but a unique opportunity for both Chinese and Nigerians businesses to further explore, connect, and collaborate. Hence, the product, technologies, and the innovation showcase here present huge opportunities for our nations to access and adapt to our production process. Ogun Sima is happy to associate with Brightway International Exhibition Company Limited as a strategic partner to work with. It is worthy to note that Ogun State is the industrial hub of Nigeria. I commend Brightway International Exhibition Company Limited for creating this bridge that fosters bilateral cooperation, knowledge exchange, and business networking. I also appreciate all participating companies for their presence and their commitment to international trade growth. Meanwhile, we are pleased to inform you that the annual 15th Gateway International Trade Fair organized by Ogun Sima has been scheduled to be held on the 6th of February to 16th of February 2026 at MK Abiola Trade Fair Complex, Abeokuta, Ogun State. The Chamber would appreciate if the Chinese company will be part of the trade fair by coming to exhibit their products at the fair. Once again, I reaffirm the readiness of Ogun Sima to deepen collaboration with the Chinese partner for mutual benefit and prosperity. Thank you, and I wish everyone a successful, productive exhibition. Thank you.
Thank you for your wonderful speech. And I would like to recognize several guests. Chundi Onu Bonju, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Commerce, Cooperative Trade and Investment. Chongyu Tali Odulaye, President, Nkuruzu Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Omba Abiola, Ogun Deco, Rainbow Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Thank you. And next, please welcome Engineer Dr. Jenny Ibrahim, President of National Association of Chamber of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture, represented by Aswaju Mr. Michael Olowale Colley, to deliver a speech.
let me start by acknowledging my dear governor of my dear state, Lagos, who is here very well represented by my sister, the Commissioner for Commissioner for Commerce, Cooperative, Trade, and Investment, my very dear sister, Dr. Mrs. Folashade Ambrose Medeme. You're welcome. Let me also acknowledge very rightly the Consulate General of the People's Republic of China, my sister Yang Yugin. You're welcome. Also my brother all the way from China who came in yesterday, I was told, Mr. Wang Diyang, Deputy Director General of the Ministry of Commerce. You are welcome to Nigeria, and Lagos in particular. Of course, I want to save some time because we started very late, and therefore we have lost almost an hour thereabout. Of course, I must acknowledge my bureau from Sweden. You're welcome, sir. And my good friends from other chambers of commerce who are here, from Nasarawa, from Ogusima, from Remo, from Ikorodu, and all other parts of Nigeria. I would then say very distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is to me a great pleasure and privilege to speak here today on behalf of our president, Engineer Jani Ibrahim, who is currently in China for the usual thing that happens at this time, Trade Expo. On behalf of Nasima, I'm here to give this short address. This annual event has become more than an exhibition. It is now a symbol of the enduring friendship, mutual trust, and economic collaboration between the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the People's Republic of China. It continues to serve as a very powerful bridge for trade, investment, and industrial cooperation between our two great nations. Let me therefore commend the organizer of this program, Brightway International Exhibition, Shandong, China, for their continued commitment and resilience in sustaining this platform. Right from the first year, it has deepened the bilateral relationship between our two dear countries. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the importance of this expo cannot be overstated by any means. China remains Nigeria's largest trading partner, accounting for nearly a quarter of Nigeria's total global trade. It is important to note that from January to July this year, bilateral trade between Nigeria and China reached $15.48 billion, representing 34.7% on-year increase compared to the same period of last year, with Nigeria emerging as China's second largest trading partner in Africa. This sustained rise in trade underscores the strategic interdependence between our two economies and highlights how platforms like this can play a crucial role in unlocking new investment frontiers, promoting industrial cooperation, and stimulating innovation. Each year, this expo brings together leading enterprises across technology, agriculture, manufacturing, construction, renewable energy, and consumer goods that directly align with Nigeria's economic diversification agenda. Over the past decade, our nation has been a clear path toward a more inclusive and resilient economy with a growing emphasis on value addition, innovation, and of course, export competitiveness. In this transformational journey, Chinese investments and partnerships have been instrumental from the development of industrial parks and special economic zones to infrastructure projects, power generation, agricultural localization, and digital innovation. These collaborations have created jobs. It has enabled technology transfer, and of course, has supported Nigeria's quest for industrial renewal. Moreover, this expo serves as a strategic enabler for advancing Nigeria's participation under the African Continental Free Trade Area (AFTA) through joint ventures and capacity building collaborations with Chinese enterprises. Nigerian manufacturers and SMEs can expand their production capabilities and abilities, enhance product standards, and access larger regional and global markets. These efforts align with the government's global building a $1 trillion US dollar economy by the year 2030, driven by private sector competitiveness and sustainable trade. On a closing note, recent progress in renewable energy, digital connectivity, and smart agriculture further demonstrate how China-Nigeria cooperation is evolving from traditional trade to technology-driven partnerships. These innovations are vital for improving livelihoods, also in reducing cost of production, and positioning Nigeria as a hub for industrial growth in Africa. Therefore, I want to commend once again the organizers of this great program who have worked tirelessly to make this event a success. To the exhibitors and participants, I encourage you to seize this opportunity on this platform to forge new alliances, to explore joint ventures, and develop sustainable solutions that will create shared prosperity for both nations. Together, we can continue to build on the strong foundation of China-Nigeria economic cooperation to drive inclusive growth, to have industrial transformation, and a shared future of prosperity. I want to thank you very much, and I wish everyone a rewarding and a successful experience at this year's China Commodities Expo-Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your wonderful speech. Next, let's recommend several special guests. Chairperson, National Association of Small and Medium Enterprises, Lagos Capital, Yayi Modia Dada. President, Association of Small Business Owners, Dr. Femi Agbasola. And President, Sokoto Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Ohaji Miwazu Maji Yakubu. Lagos State Chairman, Association of Motor Dealers of Nigeria, Prince Tawo Adebisibi. And next, please welcome His Excellency Mr. Babajide Olusula Sanwo-Olu, Governor of Lagos State, represented by Ms. Folosade Ambrose, Bada, Honorable Commissioner, Lagos State Ministry of Commerce, Cooperative, Trade and Investment, to deliver a key point speech.
Thank you. Please be seated. Thank you. I'd like to say very good morning. And since we're in Lagos, we also say Ekaro. And I'll also say Ni Hao. Good morning. Delighted to be here once again. And I'd like to convey the apologies of His Excellency Mr. Governor Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, who is unavoidably absent. And I'm very pleased to represent him, both in his capacity, but also in my capacity as the Commissioner for Commerce, Cooperatives, Trade, and Investment. I'd like to acknowledge the Consul General of Lagos, the Lagos Consulate General of the People's Republic of China, Mrs. Yang Yu-hin, the Director General, Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency of Nigeria, SMEDEN, ably represented by the Lagos State Manager, Dr. Olubumi Kole Daudu, the Deputy Director General of Trade Development Bureau of Ministry of Commerce, the People's Republic of China, Mr. Wang Liang, the Permanent Secretary, the Ministry of Commerce, Cooperatives, Trade and Investment, Mr. Babatunde Onigbanjo, the President of the National Association of Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture, NASIMA, ably represented by the esteemed Ashiwaju Dr. Michael Olawale Cole, CON-MFR, sir. The President, Ogun State Chamber of Commerce, Industry and Agriculture, Mr. Lioni Oshiemi. Presidents and leaders of other business membership organizations here present. Our host for today, Mr. Arthur of Shandong, Brightway International Exhibition Company Limited. The Senior Special Assistant to Mr. Governor on Commerce, Cooperatives, Trade and Investment, Mrs. Hawa Adeyo. Esteemed exhibitors, distinguished guests, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, please permit me to deliver Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, the Governor of Lagos State's speech. The 2025 China Commodities Expo-Nigeria is more than a trade show. It is a dynamic platform that deepens the economic partnership between Nigeria and China, a relationship already valued at nearly $24 billion in bilateral trade and growing steadily. Lagos, as Africa's foremost trade and logistic hub, stands to leverage this partnership, backed by strategic infrastructure, such as the Lekki Deep Sea Port and Lagos Free Zone, which we are proudly transforming our city into a gateway for continental commerce and industrial growth. With over 250 Chinese manufacturers and more than 5,000 business delegates gathered here today, we are witnessing a convergence of opportunities that span automobiles, renewable energy, manufacturing, textiles, electronics, and agriculture. This expo embodies how Lagos is embracing innovation, how Lagos is embracing industrialization, and how Lagos is embracing inclusivity in line with our Themes Plus development agenda. A bold vision to build a resilient, globally competitive economy that creates jobs and uplifts communities. China's investments exceeding $1.5 billion in Lagos State, I think that deserves a round of applause, and across Nigeria has delivered not only infrastructure, but also technology transfer and skills development, fueling our shared collective drive for prosperity. We encourage Nigerian businesses to seize this moment by negotiating smart partnerships, demanding meaningful technology transfer, and aligning with global best practices to accelerate local manufacturing and economic diversification. I specifically also would like to use this platform to actually insist and offer the organizers through the Consul General the opportunity to actually also partner with the Ministry of Commerce, Cooperatives, Trade, and Investment. And there are a number of key benefits that will emerge from that, namely deepening our bilateral trade. You'll be pleased, or should I say we are very pleased to state that we recently launched the Lagos State Export Readiness Program, where we trained over 250 of our businesses. And we're really looking forward to partnering with you for us to actually also ensure that next year we're also with you in China to also showcase the best of Made in Lagos. Thank you. And also, this will also provide job creation and economic growth that is also bilateral. I mentioned technology. I also would like to access the fact that market access and business visibility will also be increased. Obviously, infrastructure development as well. And in essence, a partnership that is testament to the Lagos State's government's commitment to strengthening international trade relations and fostering an environment that promotes trade, encourages investment, and supports local enterprise as well. Together, through this expo, we are building bridges, not just for trade, but for sustained collaboration that empowers entrepreneurs, enriches our workforce, and drives sustainable growth. So I'm delighted, as we all gather here, to formally open this 2025 China Commodities Expo-Nigeria. I encourage every participant, all visitors and investors, to harness this exceptional platform to deepen friendship, expand trade, and forge a future where Nigeria and China grow stronger together. I'd like to say thank you and sign off under Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, the Executive Governor of Lagos State. Thank you.
Thank you for your wonderful speech. We thank all the leaders and guests for your wonderful speech. I hope that we will make full use of this event to find your ideal business opportunities and partners, deepen exchanges and cooperation, and win mutual benefits. Together, we're born for a better future. Now, let's invite Consul General Yan Yuqing, Deputy Director General Wang Deyang, Secretary General Hu Jieguo, President Zhou Jun, State Manager Dr. Olubami Koli Dawazu, President Lion Nai Oshiyemi, Engineer Dr. Nai Jani Ibrahim, represented by Asiwaju Dr. Michael Olawale Koli, His Excellency Mr. Babajidu Olusola Sanwo-Olu, presented by Ms. Folashadi Ambrose Bata onto the stage, and the Honorable Commissioner Danforth State, Odo State, and Senior Special Assistant to Odo State Governor on Youth Empowerment and Job Creation, and Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Tourism, Honorable Commissioner Abdullah Ham Tombidu. Please onto the stage and cut the reason for the expo. Okay, all the guests, please cut the ribbon. Thank you. We look forward to a successful expo. Now, we'd like to invite the leaders and guests to take pictures in front on the stage. Thank you. Leaders and guests, please take a picture on the stage. Thank you.
Somebody shout hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Please, leader and guests, please have a gallery tour